Hi, this is Dave and Jim with today's OneRep Constructive Conversation. Let's get into today's subject. Today we're talking about what are why stories? How did we get involved with the why? So I'll turn to Jim first because I can. And how did you get involved? A construction guy, how did you get involved with the why?
Well, I had the great fortune of bidding the construction of the Eastern Lycoming YMCA for you. And unfortunately, we were not low enough on bid day. So we worked together to find a solution, and we've been working together ever since. As you transition from the Eastern Lycoming YMCA, shortly thereafter we got involved serving as the owner's representative for the construction of the Williamsport YMCA. Time passes, and you ask us to come along for the ride when you move to Greater Valley, and we've done numerous phases of occupied renovations for the past 10 years, and I think together we probably completed over 25 different YMCA projects over multiple phases, and I've had the privilege of, in the midst of all of that, appreciating the efforts that you go through as a CEO, and also furthermore understanding and appreciating what a YMCA as an organization goes through on a daily basis to satisfy the demands of the community and support that community. And for that, I'm grateful to have been involved since 1999. Something like that. It's a long time ago.
Don't make me do math.
I'm sorry. Yes, absolutely. So it's been a privilege, and I'm grateful to be here speaking to the broader YMCA community as a result of that experience together.
Yeah. Well, and I won't go through my whole 40-year why story. I'll keep it relevant to this, podcast. But I met Jim. I was hired at that Y, the one he talked about first, Eastern Lycoming, and I came in midstream. There's a YMCA project in distress, and we were not going to be able to build what the architect had laid down. So long story short, Jim and his team came in, and everything wound up going great. That Y construction project, ground up, brand new 55,000 square foot Y or whatever it was, was on time and under budget. That's the only major project I ever did with ground up that was actually under budget. Like, I couldn't believe with everything. And then part of it was working with Jim, and the reason I kept working with these other projects, and even when I moved to another part of Pennsylvania, I looked for somebody that would do what Jim did. I mean, I shouldn't admit this, right? But I looked for somebody local, because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to use somebody local. I could not find somebody that gave me the service that Jim gave me. So, we do testimonial videos with OneRep. I could be I work for OneRep now because I believe in it so strongly. So this is kind of my unofficial testimonial video, I suppose. But I remember, I'll share one thing. I remember that we were building that first YDL, and we forgot. We just forgot. Down the hallway, we're going to have a couple of vending machines. And we totally forgot to put the electric in there, right? There's got to be electric that's in the wall somewhere to plug in the machines. And I remember calling you about it, and you're like, oh yeah, no, we can do that. There's no change order for that because we got something else and it came in lower. And so we're just take care of that. And that's when I knew you were the guy I wanted to work with, because who does that? Like, everybody in my experience up to that point, if you have a change, it's going to be a change order. It doesn't matter if they're saving money on the other side. But as the years rolled in and rolled on, it was, I had talked to you more and more about the YMCA and what we do. At the time you got into this, I'm sure you weren't aware that we were doing childcare, and we're doing social services, and we're doing membership, and we're doing, senior programs and all that stuff. Jim became, a convert for the YMCA. So as others in the region learned who had built these Ys and done these programs for me, then they started reaching out from other neighboring Ys in Pennsylvania, to use you on other stuff. Now, when I retired, my Y, a 6-branch Y, merged with another Y, and now is this big Y, $45 million a year Y. And now they're using Jim, right? There was a handoff to, he's a great guy, So now we're taking all that across the United States so that these Ys can benefit from this experience And you know, if you're the YMCA and you find a guy of character and a guy that believes in the mission and understands everything from A to Z with construction, he's a great partner to have. So that's my why story. That's my part of the OneRep, and that's why I'm passionate about being in OneRep and our service to YMCA's now expanding nationally.
Right.
So we can save them time, money, and grief.
Absolutely.
So that's my why story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, yes, thank you very much, Dave. It's been a privilege, and look forward to continuing to benefit the YMCA and the broader community so that you folks can focus on your day-to-day operations while we take care of your vision for your future at the within each of the communities you serve. And we want to make the most of every hard-earned dollar go towards the best value for that vision you have. And all that's possible through the experiences both you and I have in our different facets of getting projects done. Look forward to sharing that with you folks. And yeah, well, let's keep this going so that YMCAs can continue to grow and support the members of not just the YMCA, but also of the broader community.
Yeah, and I'll use, you know, to end this, a little slang, it's a dangerous combo, folks. You know, you've got a guy with 40 years of Y experience and 30 years of construction experience, practical experience, and coming in to help your Y get it done and get it done right. So on that note, fist bump, and we'll see you in the next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's our OneRep constructive conversation for today. Thanks for watching. You know, OneRep, we want to bring what we've learned in Pennsylvania to the whole rest of the country. We've had extensive experience doing YMCA capital projects here over the last 25 years, and we've had great success minimizing changes that YMCAs have had to make, compromises. You know, we're minimizing the compromises that YMCAs have to make. And part of that, of course, is we want to minimize the unnecessary charges, and you know what that winds up being a lot of times is an increase in the mortgage amount, right? The debt load. And we want to make sure your Y is successful and your project is successful. So if you'd like more information about OneRep, you could visit us on our website. We have a Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn. Please give Jim or I a call anytime. We're happy to come out to your Y and talk to you about your project, or have a free Zoom consultation to talk about your project. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.